What's up, everybody? All right, you guys, so I really need y'all help in blowing this one up because we need your help in finding Audrii Cunningham. So y'all, you really have to pay attention to this story because not only is it still developing, there are a lot of missing pieces and some stuff that people said to be true in the beginning we found out was not actually true. So on February 15th, which would have been a Thursday, we found out that Audrii Cunningham was dropped off at her bus stop around 7 a.m. So this would have been on the 100th block of Lakeside Drive in Livingston, Texas, and neighbors say they usually see her walking to the bus stop, but that was not the case on Thursday. Now, at first, reports were saying that her father is the one who actually dropped her off at that bus stop because she lives with her father and her grandmother. But later on, the school will alert her family that Audrii never made it to school, and then they would learn that Audrii never even got on the bus that morning. Now, the family is extremely worried, so around 5:30 p.m. that evening, they go ahead and they report her missing, and then they issue an Amber Alert for this 11-year-old child.
The bus school officials also reporting to the sheriff's office when this happened that she never showed up to school either. We talked with her mother. Her mother is also speaking, pleading for her daughter's safe return. Take a listen.
This is the stuff that you see on TV, and you wonder, you can only imagine what the family and the parents are going through. This is not where she should be. She should be at home where we know she's safe and she's warm and she's fed, and she should be with her little brothers.
So police actually began their search around the area where she went missing, which would have been that bus stop. They searched the wooded area around her home. They even searched a dam that was nearby. But y'all, this case takes a shocking turn because we later learned that the father is not the one who dropped her off at that bus stop, but it was a friend of the father that apparently lived with him. Now, a man by the name of Stephen McDougall, he lives with the father, he's a roommate, and apparently he is the one that was supposed to drop her off at that bus stop. So apparently, Stephen wrote this message to the mother and said, "Hey, have you seen Audrii? I dropped her off at the bus stop and she didn't get on and hasn't gotten home." Now, she responded and said, "No, Stephen, where the F is my kid?" So y'all, this is apparently Stephen's car, and police even released this car saying that this was a vehicle of interest in the disappearance of Audrii. What's strange about this case is police won't come out and say that Stephen is actually connected to her disappearance. But later on, Stephen is arrested. He's arrested on unrelated charges because he had a warrant. But all police are saying is that they have a person of interest. They won't really connect him to the disappearance fully. Now, this is a video of them actually arresting Stephen on Friday. And as you can see, that is the truck that they said was a vehicle of interest. And that is the truck that Stephen is in. So before Stephen was arrested, he was actually on post commenting about Audrii being missing, saying that he's doing everything that he could help, and he was fishing when she apparently went missing. But we now know he was the one that was supposed to drop her off at that bus stop. So Stephen is the last one that saw Audrii. Now, like I said before, Stephen is in jail, but police are still trying to find where this 11-year-old girl is.
Development this morning, within the last hour, this vehicle has been identified as a vehicle of interest by authorities in the search for missing 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham.
Audrii Cunningham was the last seen near Lake Livingston and was reported missing after she didn't show up to a bus stop or school on Thursday morning, which ultimately prompted an Amber Alert.
So the police are asking that the public do not come out and help in search because they are doing things a certain way. Now, in my opinion, he pretended like he dropped this girl off at school, but in reality, he did something to this baby and he hid her body. Now, y'all, this is a very sad case, but there is no way he dropped her off at that bus stop if the bus driver is saying she never got on the bus and she never made it to school. Not only that, police would not be saying his car is still a vehicle of interest if they felt like Stephen had nothing to do with this case. Now, y'all, I looked Stephen up. Stephen has a rap sheet that goes all the way back to 2004. I've been researching this case all over social media, and from what I'm seeing, Stephen is not really a good person. So I'm not sure why the father would trust Stephen to take this child to school anyway. Now, I haven't seen anything about the grandmother coming forward. I don't know why she wasn't living with her mother. But this baby is still missing, you guys. We have no idea where Audrii Cunningham is. Now, Audrii is 11 years old. She's 4'1", about 75 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie with a red Hello Kitty book bag. Now, in my opinion, this truck is going to be the key to finding Audrii. I feel like they need to go back and try to look on surveillances and see if they see this truck traveling anywhere specifically. There is no doubt in my mind that this man knows exactly where Audrii is, and police really need to try to get this information out of him before it's too late. As always, please blow this up, share this. Let's bring Audrii home to her parents.